I have spent hours, days even, trying to find just one symbol that can represent the soliloquy in Act 3 of Macbeth. This piece of writing that is oh so important to the story, the turning point in the play where ambition goes too far. Is there anything that can do Macbeth justice? There it is! The piece of the puzzle I had been looking for. Something so simple yet so complex. Something that'll finally do it justice and can actually represent Macbeth. A pyramid. Let me ask you a question. What is the first thing you think of when you think of pyramids?
The Pyramids of Giza!
Wrong! The feudal system. For those of you who don't know, Macbeth is set in a feudal era, which means that the peasants are at the bottom and the king, is it still ringing? Macbeth is set in a feudal era, which means the people are at the bottom and the king is at the top. In between that, we have knights and nobles. Macbeth is a knight, which is right above the peasants, and he wants to become the new king, the King of Scotland. Unfortunately, there's already a King of Scotland, which means we have to kill the king. And by we, I mean Macbeth. I have no part in this. I do not take any credit. Macbeth has to do this despite the fact that, 1, the king trusts Macbeth, and 2, the people love the king.
I love the king!
I'm Macbeth, I want to kill the king!
Now you may be thinking, this sounds like a terrible idea, and you'd be right. Despite this, Macbeth still goes through with it because of his own determination and his wife bullying him a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the thing that people actually think of when they think of pyramids. That's right, the Pyramids of Giza, baby. The Pyramids of Giza are considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Notice how it's called a wonder of the world. It's called a wonder because everyone is always wondering, how did that get there? Who did that? Who's responsible? This is just like the king's death. Nobody knows who did it, and Macbeth wants to keep it that way. And he will keep it that way through any means necessary, including killing his former friend, Banquo. It takes a lot of ambition and gall to kill someone you were that close to just to keep a secret. Which brings me to my third and final point. One of the main connections I made between Macbeth's ambition and pyramids was the slope. Now this part might be a little hard to understand if I just tell you, so I'm gonna show you. And since I don't have a pyramid on standby, I'm gonna use a slide instead, because it's kind of the same. This slide represents ambition. The way up is the difficult way, and it's to build up that ambition and the work to get to where you want to go. The way down is the slippery slope that comes with ambition. In Macbeth's case, this is murder. It takes a lot of effort for him to get up and let's try that again. It takes a lot of effort and convincing and strength to get up this ambition to kill said king and eventually get to where he wants to be, which is the top, which is being the king. As you can tell, it was pretty hard and embarrassing to get up this slope, slide, whatever you want to call it, compared to simply sliding down. See how easy that was? Much like how it took Macbeth a lot of time, persuading, and ambition to end up killing the king.
My husband!
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now!
As I descended.
Aye.
Hark!
Look at him here. Look at how panicked he is. He's screaming. He's panicking. And then once he got to the peak, which is being the king, he started to go down the other side of the slope. This is shown by him killing his former friend Banquo with little to no remorse compared to the way he killed the king.
Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
There is not an ounce of regret in this man. I'm gonna walk home now. I got a lot of weird looks from some lady with a dog. Now I hope you understand why I chose a pyramid as my symbol for Macbeth's soliloquy in Act 3, Scene 1. Not only does the pyramid represent the feudal system that he works to climb up to the top of, but it also represents the mystery of the king's murder that only he and his wife know the true answer to, as well as the slope of the pyramid representing the slippery slope that comes with ambition. I believe with these 3 key components that the pyramid is the true definitive symbol to represent this soliloquy and Macbeth's mental state during this episode that he's having. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I will now give you a bow. Thank you.